We put people back to work repairing our roads and our bridges and our ports. Even sprucing up the National Mall, and Ellis Island, and the Grand Canyon. And we did this all while making this one of the most transparent. Above-board pieces of legislation in our history, almost zero waste or fraud. I put Joe Biden in charge, and we call him the sheriff. He wasn't putting up with any nonsense. We also aimed higher than just preventing another Great Depression. We wanted to build a new foundation for a stronger, smarter economy. We wanted to build a future where prosperity wasn't fueled by reckless speculation on Wall Street. And excessive consumer debt, pursuing paper profits. We wanted a future that was solid, where prosperity is built and shared by a skilled, productive workforce. A prosperity that rests on sound investments that spread opportunity at home. And help America lead the world in technology and innovation and the discoveries that will help shape the 21st century. And so I came here to SOFT to show what it means to invest in the future. The future is built by the workers here at SOFT and in companies like it all across the country. Because there are few areas where our efforts to build a new economy have paid off in a bigger way than in how we manage energy, make it cleaner. Make it more efficient, help consumers, help businesses, and create jobs. When I took office, we were hopelessly addicted to foreign oil. The future of our renewable energy industry was pretty cloudy and it looked like it might start collapsing. But we knew that there were technologies out there that existed. The problem was they were too expensive. And because credit had frozen during the recession, it meant that a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of businesses, they couldn't scale up to start taking advantage of these new technologies. Meanwhile, countries like Germany and China were racing ahead towards clean energy. Creating the jobs that come with it, and we were falling behind. And I knew that the nation that won the race to drive the global economy and new energy. That was going to be the nation that won the 21st century, and I wanted America to win that race. So here's what we did. As part of the Recovery Act, we made the largest single investment in clean energy in our history. We invested in solar power. We invested in wind power. We invested in geothermal power. We gave seed money to entrepreneurs. And businesses to get them to work with these promising new technologies and get them out of the door faster. Almost 98% of those investments that we made under one of our loan programs are paying off. Taxpayers are getting their money back, and some, and these businesses are thriving. And overall, the clean energy investments we made in the Recovery Act have combined to support hundreds of thousands of jobs, including nearly 300 right here at Soft. This was an example of the fruits of those investments that we made, jobs that America needs done. Getting done right here in Florida. Just look around, you see what a different hard-working Americans. With some smart help from the government, have been able to accomplish. "7 years ago, electricity from solar was just getting off the ground. Today, We've multiplied the amount of solar power America produces 30 times over. Seven years ago, there were just a handful of large-scale utility solar plants in America. Today, there are more than 30. Solar jobs are growing 12 times faster than other jobs, they're paying better than average. Meanwhile, we've tripled the power we harness from the wind. We've cut our net imports of foreign oil by nearly 60%. And all of you have helped us do this. Thanks to the investments we made in the Recovery Act, we've seen huge gains in our advanced battery industry. Because solar and wind don't work unless we've got good ways to store power when the sun is out or the wind is blowing. So that it can be used in a regular, reliable way. And the good news is, America now has more than 24 factories manufacturing batteries and components for electric cars. And these batteries are nearly 70% cheaper and 60% more powerful than just 5 years ago. That's how fast we've been making progress in this area. And we're not just making advanced batteries for cars. We're putting them together so they're making batteries the size of cars. We just saw some looked like trailer parks. And these batteries help stabilize our energy grid. Which is allowing us to transition faster to renewable energy. That's what you're doing here at Soft. On my tour, I stepped inside. I took a look at a shipping container filled with cutting-edge lithium-ion batteries. It stores energy for times when the wind's not blowing or the sun's not shining. These batteries are the kinds of things folks don't always think about when it comes to renewable energy. But it couldn't be more important. So the good news is that over the final 3 months of last year, we deployed more advanced energy storage capacity than over the previous 2 years combined. And that's what we should be investing in. Clean energy is about owning the kind of innovation where America has always been the leader. Clean energy is about unleashing the potential of all these new technologies. Because we can figure some stuff out just about better than anybody else. And just think about what we can do with something like solar in a place like the Sunshine State. Clean energy is about cutting carbon emissions and fighting climate change, so that we can help our kids breathe cleaner. And protect the planet for future generations and make sure that Florida doesn't get flooded. Clean energy is about making our economy less dependent on foreign oil from some of the most unstable parts of the world. And clean energy is about a steady stream of good jobs that give families a chance. To reach for something higher and leave something better behind for their kids. And here's one other great fact about clean energy. It's providing thousands of jobs for veterans, including vets that we brought home from Iraq and Afghanistan. I've often said to CEOs across the country, if you want a job done right, hire a vet. So companies like this are powered by veterans like Jamie. Jaime's got 5 kids. He grew up in Puerto Rico, lived in Atlantic City, served in the military for 26 years. For the last 4 years, he's been a team leader at the company that's building our energy future. And he's seen a lot, but the one thing he's learned is that, and I'm quoting, him now there's always so much that changes very fast, but so much possibility. And that's what soft is about, that's what this recovery has been about. Things are changing fast, and that's scary sometimes. It means that you've got to constantly retrain for the jobs of the future. It means that the economy is interconnected, and what happens on the other side of the world will affect us, because you may be selling some batteries over there. Sometimes it's disorienting. But there's so much possibility. And that's the story of these last 7 years. So much has changed fast, but there's one country on earth that sees possibility where others see peril. There's one country on earth that has the power to make change work for us and not against us. And that's the United States of America, as long we're not scared of it. We always adapt to change. We always figure it out. Because we're a nation of innovators and risk takers, we make change work for us. So we turned recession into recovery faster than almost any other country. We took an empty swamp, turned into an engine of innovation. And we knew that it was going to take more than 1 year, or even one president. To get to where we need to go, but we can see real, tangible evidence of what a new economy looks like. It looks like this facility right here. It's an economy that's brimming with new industry and commerce. And new energy and new technologies, and highly skilled, higher wage workers. It's an economy that is producing for the United States and US markets. But is also selling stuff overseas because we make it better than anybody else because we've got the best workers and the best innovators and the best scientists than anybody else. The future is ours. But to finish the job requires steady, persistent effort. So, thank you, Jacksonville. Thank you, Soft. Thank you, veterans. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Barack Obama. Reforming Wall Street. Delivered April 22, 2010, Cooper Union, New York, New York. Thank you very much. Everybody, please have a seat. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. It is good to be back. It is good to be back in New York. It is good to be back in the Great Hall at Cooper Union. We've got some special guests here that I want to acknowledge. Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney is here in the house. Governor David Paterson is. Here. Attorney General Andrew Cuomo. State Controller Thomas DiNapoli is here. The Mayor of New York City, Michael Bloomberg. Dr. George Campbell, Jr. President of Cooper Union, and all the citywide elected officials who are here. Thank you very much for your attendance.